Well, hello. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Drop a comment if you can hear me, if all looks good. Oh my, lights in the shot. Let me adjust that. Delayed start a little bit. I'm still getting used to the time and also the setup. I'm changing things and slowly moving things, so let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if things look good. Let me know if you have your coffee. If you're watching from Instagram, if you're watching from Facebook, YouTube, we're streaming all the places. I'm going to check in on one of them right now, actually, for the sake of the setup. I'm changing things and slowly. Nice. Looks good to me. Got some new things. Hey, if you're joining us anywhere, go ahead and comment. Ooh, no, it's not working. Oh, man. We're trying new things, and we're learning that they're not working. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, there we go. There's one. So that works. If you are watching from your TV, you can scan that QR. If you're watching from Instagram, I don't even know if that QR shows up. But what I do know is if you're watching and you comment Flock, I will send you an invite to Run Club, which is the sponsor of these Beans and Beats live streams. Really, Flock is the sponsor, but Run Club is a community that I started just 7 days ago, just a week ago, as a community to just help creatives run their race faithfully as Christian creators. And so if you're a creator, I'd love to hear from you. If you're in the chat, drop a chat. Yeah, let me see. We got Stanton in the chat with his coffee. He said he loves the crew neck. Appreciate you. Love it. Let me know where you're watching from, what kind of coffee you're drinking also. And I will go ahead and get the beat pulled up just to give those that are new maybe an idea of what it is that we do here in Beans and Beats office hours. Is I think as a creative, it's important to set aside time to put together ideas, to think through concepts that you're working on in your art, and to schedule that. And so I'm trying to do better of that. But also I want to do better about sharing the process and answering questions of what it's like to live this life of a Christian creator who's making things and who's trying to do it faithfully and build a business doing it and all these things. And so office hours are kind of that time to talk business, to make beats, to drink coffee, and to just check in with one another, see how we're doing, and to kind of just invite you into my little studio here. So I have been working on a few things that are kind of both for like videos and creative projects. So I will pull up those and we'll get things rolling here at Thursday, the 11th. I love this new little thing because now I have like a little clock here. It's real nice, and it tells me the time, 10:09, Thursday, November 7th. November 7th. It's been a wild ride, but we're sitting pretty in November 7th. And yeah, let me get Ableton pulled up. Drinking, Stanton says he is drinking some drip coffee with Lavazza beans. I don't know what Lavazza beans are at all, but good to know. I'm drinking, gosh, what is the name of this one? It's Black and White, of course, because Black and White's like right by the studio. But see, Black and White, if you can sponsor this, I can do this. Look at how good that would look on camera. But it's whatever they have on drip, and man, drip is always good there, always good, can't go wrong. All right, what's going on here with my Abletunes? Universal audio, configure the things. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see what we're working with. And yeah, you can see everything. Sick. So let me pull up. I'll actually let you give you, while I'm trying to figure out and get my bearings and make sure everything's coming. I'm gonna play you guys kind of a music bed that I'm making for a video that's coming out this week. I've decided to just kind of incorporate some of the music bed, but that music bed is actually going to end up being, it's going to end up being an actual tune because I like the way it was. It came from a seating session, and I just really enjoyed it. So, let me see here. It's loading. That's what I get for running everything off of a laptop, but, you know. Boom. There we go. It might have changed some routing, and I'm going to configure it real fast. It also might have put a little bit more heavy workload on the computer, but we'll see. Take out those vocals, but we'll let it sit here. I'll check the audio. Sounds like it's balanced. Let me check it everywhere else. Let me mute myself. Let me check it everywhere else. Let me mute myself. Check it everywhere else. Let me mute myself. Huh. Realizing now that that's not muted. That's funny. Weird. Why is it not muted? That's concerning. Well, here, I'll let you guys rock with this for a minute, and you tell me what you hear. I definitely love incorporating like those organic elements, so I have this sample going. So honestly, like, I might just mix that more up now that I think about it, but you can't hear it, I don't think, so let me figure out why. So I'm going to pause that until I know for sure. Let's see. Mics. Oh, it's because you're on my MacBook. There we go. Oh my gosh, dude. I love it. There. Now we're going to start over. We're going to start completely over because that's going to sound a lot better for you guys and a lot better for me. You guys were on like my MacBook microphone. Now, let's sit here for a moment. In fact, I'll build this out with you. So we have this like organic sounding thing. Then I added this. I think I do want to give some more space to this. Bring out Prisma. I've been really liking this app, or this plugin. Yeah, make it super wide. And actually it needs to bring that behind. Behind this LA. So Mark putting that behind the compressor. Alright. Yeah, I can't believe it. You guys couldn't even hear that before. But it's so pretty. In fact, I think that's how this is gonna start. Because originally I had it starting like this. I think we need to get drums out of here. We need to get drums out of the intro, I think. Just sit with that moment. And I had this like punchy guitar part. But I don't think I want it. I kind of like it just... I mean, honestly, might as well just fade it in. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, I think if it didn't have a... Yeah, I like fading it in. But I do need to make these guitars, this guitar little track a little bit wider. You know, give it some space. But that's gonna create some effects. But so instead, let's add some rhythmic elements, because after that we kind of get into this verse. Redlining. Oops. We'll meet that. I think I just need to adjust these samples. I don't love them. Alright, I think there's just a better... Also, I have this new thing. What happens if I do this? Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. Cancel. While I pull that up for you, let me know if you have any questions. I'm also going to check on a few things. Make sure we're good on the YouTubes and the Facebooks and the Instagrams. Oh yeah, man, that shot looks good. Let's talk about this for a second, because this is a very easy... Look at that. Yeah, I fixed it. Cool. But for those that are curious about this live stream setup, might as well do that now. So I'm using Ecamm Live, which is really just a software that I enjoy and that I use for Mac. I find it really easy and really simple to use, and it's not as heavy on my computer because, as my friends know, I'm running all of this on a little laptop here, which is not really the best, but you know, it's what I have, and it does the job. But in here I then just have one light. I have overhead, of course, but then I just have one key light here, brightening up my face a little bit, and then I have a little ring light like that I have had forever that I got from like the dollar store. Like, it's a real cheap light, just putting some color in the back, just a little splash. Man, and the internet's running a little bit slow, probably because I'm streaming and some other people are. But let me know if you can hear that now. You should be able to. That's a really pretty intro. And I think some good drums behind it. I'll let you hear a little bit of the verse. So here we go, beginning. This is very much like let me take off all these effects, because that's probably a big reason. Let me just not do it like that. Back to screen share so you can see my troubleshooting. Ooh, my sample rate is pretty high. Nah, I'll just not do that. I'll just... I wonder why it's doing this now. Interesting. Because it wasn't before. It's all good. As soon as I start talking about my computer, my friends are gonna give me crap about it, but all good. Let's figure it out. Yeah, we'll let it calm down for a minute. I think it's probably just Ableton. Oh no, Zoom is open. Why don't I have Zoom open? Idiot. Let me close this out as well. Close this out as well. I should probably close all my Adobe apps. You know, I do have a habit of like leaving everything open. That might be it. My internet, my emails refreshing. Silly, silly me. Alright, let's go back to this. Let's find a good sample to put on here. Ooh, can I do a little split screenage? Nice. You'll see me sign into my Splice account. Actually, let's get it. Let this play. Get out of here, dude. Alright, we're gonna watch this live. Alright. Alright, so a buddy of mine just sent me this. So while I do this, I'm gonna listen to this new worship song that a buddy of mine sent me, which I'm so happy to see that there are new what's up, Nathan, Deacon, Ezek, Brandon, what's good? Let me know where you're watching from. I'm about to throw up a YouTube video that I was sent of a sick worship tune, apparently. And I'll throw it up here on the screen, and we'll listen to it together and live react. But this is Beans and Beats. My computer is overworking, but let me know if you can hear me. We've had a couple technical difficulties this morning, but we're not going to let that stop us from tackling the day, even though it's been a crazy one already. And I do see my computer lagging a little bit, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Looks like it's just a little tech. Alright, let me see. Let me pull it up here. And then this will officially start my YouTube Reacts strategy on my YouTube. So this is perfect. Appreciate that. I will say the band in chapel today is killing, dude. Oh, it's More Than Anything. Live worship by Josu Avila. Sick. I got it. Alright, let's show it. Once I get through the ad here. Because I don't pay for YouTube Premium. Alright. Oh, start from the all black screen. Calvary Orlando worship. Oh, Orlando. I know this church. Yes, sir.
I love you, Jesus.
Yes. What's up, CJ?
I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Oh,
Let me minimize me on this. Hold on. Yes, sir.
I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you,
With the strings?
love you more than anything. Come on, why don't we sing that all in one voice? I love you, Jesus.
Yes. See, this is how we should be using praise teams and background vocals.
Just wanna tell you, Lord, I love you. Lord, I love you more than anything. Lift up your hands, sing it out loud.
Bass.
I love you. I worship and adore you. Adore you. Oh, just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Come on, let's sing it all to the Lord. Sing. I love you.
All right. This is a great change. This is going to change the direction of Beans and Beats this morning. It's 10:34. We had a couple tech issues, but my buddy Daniel had me react to this worship tune, and it is real nice. Hold on. Y'all, did you hear that? I wish more churches spent time on just locking in groove like that. Listen to the bass and drums. Stop. Woo. Yes, sir. And the saxophone. And the saxophone.
Come on, let's bring it up. Come on, church, lift up your voices and sing, I love you, Jesus. Yeah, I worship and
Yes, sir. Dang, this is a great arrangement. I like this guy over here. Hold on. This is, I was thinking about this actually because I think when we look at live streams like this, it's really easy to be like, oh, well, it's just performance. It's just like, they're literally just performing. It's like a concert. It's not. Like, these guys are obviously like worshiping in it, and this worship leader is doing a great job of actually leading the congregation. And he kind of ushered them in, and he's leading in a good way that seems solid, but also like the band is on it musically and singing themselves. I wish, like this guy back here, this guitarist, I wish, that bass line is stupid. But this guy in the back corner, Instagram can't see him, but YouTube can. Like they're genuinely in it, and I appreciate that. I wish the band would sing more and get into it more. And so if you're on a worship team, if you're on a band, make sure that you sing with your team. Like you're modeling worship leading well too. So just remember that. My man, hold on. Saxophone breakdown. My man's rocking that metal C-Star or Auto Link. No, that's probably an Auto Link. Metal Auto Link. Selmer Super Action Series. Don't know. Actually, I don't know. This you can't see it, but this pearl thing is sick. But this is actually, if you're watching, you can help me settle a debate. If you're watching, help me settle this debate. I play saxophone. I play a lot of saxophone on the tracks that we have, and I'll bring it out at church every now and then. But honestly, like it feels cheesy, and sometimes it's hard for me to commit to like the cheese level that saxophone can be in like worship music. And so I'm curious to hear from you. Like, what do you think? Should I bring more saxophone in music? Should I bring more of it back? Because obviously, like in this context, it's sick. Like they're killing it in this context. This whole track does go hard, as a buddy of mine just texted me, and I just realized the notifications are on. So let me shut those down real fast. Just the one of many tech things for this. But yeah, so I'm curious if you're watching, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, if you're on the Facebook, wherever you might be watching from today, drinking your coffee, hanging out. We're reviewing this worship arrangement, which is so good. The groove is good. I think the arch has been great. Like it started off slow and has progressed into an anthem that it's definitely had more repetitive moments as far as like lyrically and melody. But I think as like a track that maybe if you're kind of ushering a congregation in, like as an opening, kind of like a prelude or something like that, like I think that would work really well. But overall, the track is super solid. What's up, Titus? And so yeah, so I'm curious if I should bring more saxophone back into the worship music. Drop a comment, let me know what I should do and if I should. But in the meantime, let's rewind this back, enjoy it, take a sip on your coffee, and let's enjoy this guy rip on this metal Auto Link Selmer. He's killing the game with the saxophone. And he sets it up. He's setting it up right here. He's setting it up. It's so good. Hitting the altissimo, didn't quite hit it, but still sounded sick. Okay. That might have convinced me. That might have convinced me to bring saxophone back into worship music. Because if we're hitting it that hard, maybe just the era is here. Because we've hit the R&B swing is full effect. That bass loves every turnaround. That bass is gonna throw in something. And respect. Give me like a good solid verse. No, not another time. Ah, man. It was worth it for that time, I guess. The leaders, they're like, hey, what are we doing? Yes, sir. Okay. All right, give me a solid verse.
Come on, everybody.
Or an exaltation. Is he gonna preach right now?
Sing it again, sing it again.
See, I do think when I'm curious again, just of those of you that are in the chat, with worship music, and we'll do a little poll right now. With those of you that watch worship and listen to worship music often, like we do like to sit in moments, and I think sitting in moments is important. But also as like a worship leader and worship pastor, like if you're gonna sit in a moment, shepherd them to something, like provide a scripture, an exhortation. Don't necessarily do a sermon, but I also am guilty of talking too much. Daniel says, it's time. It is time. It's time for the live reacts. So yeah, I think it's important to like have moments where we sit in a moment, repeat a line. But man, this we've been repeating this line for a bit, but the band is rocking. So like I'm curious. Let's hear in the chat. Like, what do you guys think? What's the poll? What's the thought on how much we actually sit in these moments and talk versus don't talk? And let's for that with what it's worth. Let's sit in this moment. You know.
Sing it one more time.
If the band is this fire, though. Actually, they're probably going to transition right here to a different song. I think I did see this was a melody. Medley, not a melody. Why do I do that? Been saying that a lot recently. Medley. Oh, he's going to slay on the keys, though? Oh, are we about to modulate? Are we about to go up? Hold on. Did he throw in Alright, this is just for the live stream because I'll cut this out later, but did he throw in Making My Way Downtown? The Making My Way Downtown. Because I feel like he did. Making My Way Downtown. Listen to his keys part, okay? So I think he did. Making My Way Downtown. Ready? Making my way downtown, walking fast. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay? Oh, no, I think I don't even care if he quoted the other song. That was stupid. Yeah, I didn't go back, but let's listen. He did quote that. Like, here's in the what is? Right here. Yes, he did. But it's okay because he goes on and slays right here. Oh, he had that in the pocket. You know he had that in the pocket. I hear more than anything. Come on.
More than anything. say more than anything, more than anything. Oh,
Curious what this looks like on here. We're gonna test during this instrumental. Oh. No! This is why we pay for YouTube Premium, I suppose. But that is, we'll let that play through for a second. Or should we move on and I'll play some beats live? But that was a great set that we're about to get into. More than anything, more than anything. Here, let's hit it again.
I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice
I don't actually know how to do that, Dan.
to
Yes, sir.
worship you, oh my soul.
Curious how this is looking on Instagram and hearing. So I'm gonna mute myself real fast, and I'll know it's muted. And let's just enjoy this moment. Grab your coffee, take a sip, comment, flock. Let me know.
You hear, let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. If you know the song, sing it with me. Say, I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice, and I lift my voice.
That sounds so good.
To worship you, oh my soul, oh my soul.
I love this.
Rejoice.
This is great. Great arrangement, great leading. Who is this? Ooh.
I love you, Lord. Everybody sing. I love you, Lord.
Ooh,
And
now.
I lift my voice, and I lift my
Let's sit here. Let's enjoy it. Because my computer's kind of freaking out anyways. Rightly so.
my soul. Rejoice. Take
Oh.
joy, my King. Take
Ooh.
in what you hear, in what
Sorry, they're doing a great job. This is great.
sweet sound.
What is stopping us from doing this every Sunday? Man. Yes, sir.
Let it be a sweet, sweet sound. Let it be
That is an auto link, and it is a. Ooh, I missed the brand of the saxophone.
one more time. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound.
Calling it live. Love it. To the floor. Man, he's music directing too. Love it. Oof. That's great.
Oh, come on and worship the Lord in this place.
Yes.
Oh, he inhabits the praises of his people.
Yes, he does. Love it.
He inhabits the praises of his people.
Lead us. See, this is what I'm talking about. Man, everybody killing. Yes. Great set. Great set. Awesome.
I love you, Jesus. I love.
Back to the original. Okay. Nice.
Why don't you sing with me? Say, I love you. Yes, I love you. Because you first loved me. Because you.
Nice. Awesome. That's great. I think that was a great video. Let me know what you think about that, and I'm down to do more. If you, I'm down to totally react to music and uh, videos and podcasts and all these things. I think it's helpful to get somebody's perspective on these, who is an artist and a worship leader. And here's the thing, though, and I know a lot of people might view that and hear, well, no, like my church can't do that. My church can't deliver at that level of production of value, and maybe that's true. Like maybe you don't have the musicianship level of those people. I don't. I mean, some of those guys are killing on their individual instruments, and I think that's great. But you do have the time to think intentionally about the time used, right? Like, because it's one thing to just plug in 4 songs and be like, here you go, this is our set. But they clearly thought about their transitions. They thought about the different arrangements in order to make it an engaging moment and an engaging time of worship. And I think that is your job as a music leader and as a worship leader, and ultimately as a worship pastor, to help your leaders think better about this. Is like, hey, what are we here to do? We're here to sing as the saints. We're here to worship, and we're here to create moments and to build moments of worship, of time where people can turn over the things that they've carried in to our King, to our Savior, so that they can receive the grace and receive the mercy and the reminders of what Jesus has done on the cross. Like, this is an act of worship and an act of adoration of our King. And so I think if we begin to actually let that, um, but leading with intention and just doing that, and Dan says anyone, let's see if we can throw them on. I should be able to do that. Yeah, Dan says anyone can leave with intention and leave space, though. And I think that's true. That's then I'm not saying it's necessarily one or the other. I'm saying it's I think only by having an intention you can leave space. Like, you don't accidentally leave space. And so that's what I mean. Is it's clear that they've thought intentionally about every aspect of what they're doing, but in doing so, they've also allowed the freedom of musicians to have throw in those licks and stuff like that. And so I just think it's important that we think through as leaders, like, how are you using your time on a Sunday, in those worship sets? Like, how can you fit in the most moments, the most time, and the best leadership? So that's just a couple thoughts, but good stream. And let me know if we should do more of these reacts. And if you're watching from YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're watching from, if you're on the socials, you can comment flock. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hit the link in the description. But I started a residency for Christian creatives to help think critically about the things that we make, and to talk about accountability and to hold each other accountable. And I'm making those resources available from the residency, available to everybody in Run Club. And I'm launching this with a course that has 5 practices for every Christian creative. And this course will help you kind of establish these rhythms that you can create space, that you can create intentionality, and you can saturate your time in the Word, so that you can begin to grow as a creative, but more so grow as a Christian and a follower of Jesus. So if you are interested in all of that, I would love to talk to you more about that. So just comment flock or click the link below, and it'll send me an alert, and I'll shoot you a DM. I'll have my robot assistant shoot you the link. But then I would love to talk to you about just kind of your goals and your creative aspirations. And if you're a creative in the chat, let me know. I'm down to answer questions. I've got a couple more minutes here. But my schedule is going to be Thursdays at 10. Thursdays at 10 a.m. we will do a live stream. Beans and Beats Coffee. Beans and Beats office hours is kind of what I'm going to refer to it. So it's like an old homage to Beans and Beats when I was making more music, and I'm going to continue making music during it, and I'll work on some tracks. But also, if you have questions or want me to review content or live streams and music, I would love to do that. But yeah, send me any more if you've got any more. I'm down to talk about a couple things. Or if you have questions about Flock, I will also pull up that song that I was working on. Let's listen to it while we're here. I think what we decided was super spacey at the beginning, and then we're gonna kind of fade those guitars in. Was the goal. Because again, just like we were talking about with the YouTube video, is like I do want to create space, and in this song, like in the intro, I want to create that moment, and so that's why I can't decide if I just want to make it a solo of these like strings, like just start. Like it could be uh, just rocking solo like that. But I don't know if I want to do that because I like having the wide immersive effect of the synth. So let me know what you think. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down my sample rate, bit rate. Turn up rather. Maybe create a little less work on my computer. But yeah, because I want to create moments, I think is what I was saying in this intro, and so I do want it to settle into a groove pretty fast, but I don't know. I can't decide. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the chat. So now guitar is fully established. I'll let you hear some vocals. Or maybe I won't. So these are obviously just ideas. When I'm writing melodies, and this might be a little tip, when I'm writing melodies for songs, I'm usually just like vocalizing or kind of making sounds to kind of generate melody ideas, and then I'll use those and I'll kind of formulate words and ideas, or like what works best with the concept and lyric that I'm trying to write. Not necessarily so it's not, for me, it's not necessarily a lyric first or a melody first. It's kind of at the same time, and I haven't found anybody that's like, yeah, I always write lyrics first. Even rappers and people that I think that I've worked with that I think would be like very lyric first heavy have always been, oh, show me the beat, let me find the cadence, the rhythm, and then I'll write lyrics to the cadence, or they'll even use that to play with the words. So I think it's a both and. When you're thinking about what comes first, the lyric or the melody. And so that's what happened here. Is I had an idea of being face to face with both like a great situation and a horrible situation, and how both of those things require the same amount of faith and the same amount of dependence on God in differing ways, but they're both weighty feelings, like they're similar weights. Because I've been at high highs and I've been at low lows, and so I think this idea, when I was thinking about the song face to face, I was thinking through, okay, I want it to be weighty, I want it to feel, so I was baking that into the emotion of the song. But I also knew that face to face was a phrase I wanted to use, and so I already had that kind of mumbling around. And so when I came up to this melody here, what happens when you find yourself face to face? In fact, let me go back to the original. I think I was retracking actual lyric ideas and melody ideas, but when I was just kind of in the moment, I think I really enjoyed it. Oh dang, maybe I got rid of it. Might have gotten rid of it. That's all good. So yeah, so when I was writing the song, the face to face melody and the face to face idea was one I wanted to have, and I wanted to make sure that I was working into the lyrics and into the melody, and so I had that in mind when I. Oh, that's why. That's on. Okay. And I knew I wanted to break up the.
What happens when your knees hit the ground and you can't leave the floor?
So like I was just. Moment back into verse 1.
What happens when you find yourself face to face with all you've prayed for?
The vulnerability.
When your knees hit the ground and you can't seem to leave the floor.
So yeah, that's that. So yeah, let's now that I make sure all my plugins. You kind of get the idea. Like I'm trying to set a moment, face to face. So you can hear I'm just like coming up with ideas. Appreciate you, Tony. Tony says, God bless. God bless you as well, man. Watching from Instagram. And look at that. I can just seamlessly throw up an Instagram. It actually worked for once.
Face to face with all you've prayed for.
So yeah, I'm trying to set that emotion of being face to face with everything, but also being face to face with losing everything too.
What happens when your knees hit the ground and you can't leave the floor?
And I use Nothing But the Blood as just like word filler too. But this might be something. Reverb covers a multitude of sins, friends. When you're recording raw vocals, you know, that's what we're here for. But yeah, I really. Let me see here. I do gotta get going though soon. Yeah, we'll call it there. We did a little preview today. We did a little little talking, little reviewing, and a little streaming. So yeah, hit me in the comments if you want to hear more about the residency. You can comment Flock, and you can get plugged in with what we're doing in Run Club and just getting started on your creative projects and really beginning to push into what the Lord's called you to do as a Christian creative. Definitely do that. Just comment Flock here or at any post, and I can send you the link. But with that said, I'm going to be back here every Thursday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is the new time. Because I think that gives me enough margin in the morning to run any tech issues. Hopefully, 10 a.m. is the new time every Thursday in here and in Run Club. If you're in Run Club, I will take questions from you exclusively, and I will give you guys priority. And to learn more about that, just comment Flock or check out the QR code right here. And I will see you next time, guys. Thanks so much for Beans and Beats office hours. Appreciate you coming by. I'll be here every Thursday. And until next time, later.